It's kind of funny to me how much I wanted Rune Dragon for so long and then still haven't really made a video featuring him. Aside from, that one that I posted recently, the like Rune Conqueror Army or whatever it was called. But I've never really like used Rune Conqueror in PvP. Part of that is because it's really hard to pull off. Rune Dragon kind of has two shticks. His shtick number one is he comes in with Dreamy Entrance. A lot of people have been using him. I've been seeing him. He's been frequented in the top most used monsters list of the PvP reports. Because he's a strong monster. He's got a good entrance. He heals up. Confident Strike is strong. Blood Crave, whatever. But the thing is, his other shtick, aside from that, is if Lord's Reign is on the field, he's going to use Polymerization. And then you get another Dreamy Entrance. You get an even stronger Mythic with really strong attacks, double Blood Crave, Overconfident Strike, heals 2,000 every turn. Like, people know that's what he does, so they're going to do everything they can to stop it, which is why Rune Dragon videos are difficult. And I've said this about other monsters too, like when they have one thing that they do, they're hard to make a video about because people just kill them and then there goes your content. But you know me, I do anything for the content. So this actually isn't a Rune Dragon video, but I'm just like saying that all to basically explain what this team is. And then we'll talk about the gameplay later, and I'm sure I'll get to a Rune Dragon video eventually. I tried him in one-on-one. I tried some like switch friend strategies so that, because Rune Dragon has to pass 100 seconds before he can use Polymerization from his first turn. So I had tried some like one-on-one stuff. I tried some switch friend stuff so that once Rune Dragon was on the field, I could switch friend to Lord Reign, who's in the back. I figured the Vixian method, after the switch friend thing failed so many times, that the Vixian method was probably better. But as you saw, at least from this battle, didn't totally work out. This video is completely different from that. I had a really, really great match at the end of this video that I wanted to share, so I threw together some footage I had, and that's going to be the main focus of this. So I think that's all I have to say, and we can talk about this. Haneri can kill the Polo Boss if she wants. She decides to stun pulse him. Don't know if that was his best move. I dream of Snow the Savannah, and then thinking about it with his Lemon next in line, what do I want to do? But I decide to kill the Coma Guard because I know everybody else is going to go to sleep, and I knew Celine was ready to use her Gibbous move. So we kill Lemon. Mr. Bun could wake everybody up if he wants. He just gives up. That's battle number one. Up against our next opponent, Altair. I look at this and I say, great, I can instant Toxic Killer, and then I can Raw Blood Fury, or I can Kinslayer the Celine. I decided to go for the Leoronyx. Wasn't fully sure why I did that, but then I remembered it was because I wanted to use Stun Pulse and Bind. So we Stun Pulse the Bundum and then bind the Hvite. Using Bind on Elfin Dragons and Crystal Worms, which is unrelated but relevant, is super duper bad because you need to pull them back, basically. With the Crystal Worms, you need to feast them. Elfin Dragons, you need to pull them back. So if you can't target them from teammates, that pretty much shuts down their whole mechanic. So like Fight could Catapult, which is why I kill him there. But at this point, like, he has a useless Elfin Dragon Kaiser on the field. Even though he's got Fight there too, like, Elfin Dragon Kaiser can't use Switcheroo, and he can't use Reinforce because you can't target Fight from the bind, I mean. So he just goes for the remover. He's got the rest of his Elfin Dragons a little later in the team. Momo here is kind of scary. Unfortunately, I lose my Rune Dragon to the Mark entrance and Cornered Snipe there. I think I just go for the kill on Momo. Kaiser could switcheroo with the Rod. I called him Ron in like an old video, so that's a callback. But decides to go for remover on Vixian. Doesn't kill, but Rod can still clean up there. Kills the Leogeist and the Vixian. Blah enters and doesn't put anybody to sleep, which is fine by me. He goes for the Chrono Killer instead of doing a pullback. Also fine by me, because that's not going to kill a Lord's Reign. Gull just doesn't have a lot of attack, or Lord's Reign has a lot of defense, or both. He's able to switcheroo into the Rod. I lose Lord's Reign there, but I think I'm able to kill Rod with the Catapult there, yep. And Blah actually puts Kaiser to sleep. As an Elfin Dragon user, I recommend not using blah unless you like really are going for the Kaiser secret skill, because just putting a random enemy there, it put Kaiser to sleep again. Like putting a random enemy to sleep random is just so inconsistent and so can be so bad. Like if he enters and he puts the next Elfin Dragon to sleep, like what are you going to do about that? So that's my advice. Anyway, we're able to Guardian Demise the fight because of his Snorkoid, which is the most recent special rock released in this most recent PvP season, at least at the time I'm recording this. We raw hypnotize the Gull now because he's running out of reinforcements. I've got raw Blood Fury and Guardian Demise and raw Catapult all able to go around his Snorkoid. I can't target the Kaiser, but I don't really need to at this point because I can just kill this Rockoid, and then Kaiser's useless now, right? Because he can't pull back, he can't switcheroo. I guess he could switcheroo, but what's that going to do? Because Gull can't pull back. Even though I can't target Kaiser, I got to clean up this Gull first, but he just gives up. And that's going to do for this battle. Moving on to the reason I'm making this video. This battle here, I look at this and I say, okay, I lost, right? Because what do I do against this front line? I don't have a way to counter Clover. She's super duper strong. The Garden Fairies are they're just strong, right? Pieris might have been the better target for knockback because she can counter shock. Yep, exactly what she does. And then with Violet, I lose the Poloboss in addition to the Glaceron. And that, like, we're just off to a really bad start. This Jasmine could kill Leogeister Rune Dragon. It's like just on the cusp of having the fast breaker seconds, which she does, kills the Rune Dragon. I lose Lord's Reign to a double piercing blow. Carmilla can kill anybody she wants with this double confident strike. It goes for the Leogeist and the Vixian. Now I've got 4 monsters on the field. Well, 3 monsters on the field that are frozen and 1 monster on the field that's Charybdia. He kills the Arctic Claws with Vigor Chrono Breaker. And I'm thinking, okay, this match is over, right? But would I be posting it if the match was over at this point? That's to be determined. So we raw hypnotize the Garden Fairy Jasmine, and we bond the Pieris. New Moon the Violet so that she can't Vigor Double Piercing Blow, but she does have targets for Dual Slayer Bane now, which I believe he goes for Firiel and Sataskagon. Oh no, she's just got the Bloodthirst straight up. So I lose Sataskagon too. I've got 6 monsters left. He's got 12. Things are not looking good. Dual Confident Strike, though, because its first form doesn't do enough damage to kill Firiel or Selene. So we've got that going for us, and that's about the only thing we've got going for us at this point. Bloodthirst, I lose the Charybdia. The Stunning Entrance gets absorbed by the Sleeping Jasmine, which is just about the last thing you want, is your Stun Absorber to get stunned, way out of play, and be asleep. The Gibbous is going to kill Violet. Now I'm thinking I need to kill that Infernocorn because that's just going to be bad news bears for me no matter what. I decided to go for the Time Strike double, kill Pieris, and now this Carmilla can kill Firiel and put Selene to hold ground, which he does, but I've got the Full Moon ready, so I just kill the Vixiguard right away. Don't want him to be giving turns or shielding or whatever. He Necromancies the Vixiguard, so I Frozen Heart the Aura Dragon, thinking like, if he wants to Purifying Mist, put him way out of play, right? Now those stealths really hurt, especially against my slowed down Trimagus. But I go for the Carbon Chain on Atrocitus, which basically makes him useless, right? Because he's only good if he has a kill, and the only way for him to get a kill is with Cannibalize. Now I can Fatal Sleep the Jasmine. She's going to die off, and Yukihime's going to get another turn before she gets a turn. Carmilla doesn't have Blood Drain, so she's kind of useless at this point, and I'm thinking, maybe this is the comeback of the century. Maybe I threw at the beginning and now we're coming back. But then he cannibalizes the Carmilla, which is a good play on his part, gets rid of 2 dead weights, right? Because with the kill, Atrocitus then also dies off to Karma Chain. And his Celesteron comes in and stuns us, except Trimagus, of course, gets the turn back, who has Bloodshed charged. But I'm thinking, what am I going to do, right? So I kill Vixiguard. Luckily for me, that sleep either hit Moku or Selene, so that doesn't super affect me. He does the Stun Pulse on a temporary stun immune Selene. I don't know how he did that, because I would think even if she had temporary stun immunity, that it would say, you can't target monsters with immunity to stun effects. But whatever. Worked out in my favor, right? So at this point, I'm thinking who I want to put to sleep. Obviously, can't do Catmander, but deciding between Polo Boss and Wraith Host. I decided to kill the Wraith Host, put the Wraith Host to sleep because Polo Boss is still charging at this point. And I use Full Moon on Catmander, and with the Guardian Execute and this Bloodshed, I thought about going for Polo Boss, but looking, I'm like, all right, if I kill Sunflower, then his Polo Boss can't kill anybody yet. The Crescendo Strike just barely doesn't kill Moku, so I'm able to Moji Moha, which cleans up pretty much the rest of his team. I kill the Polo Boss here because I'm less scared of Wraith Host, because Polo Boss has faster seconds. And with the Desperate Bite not killing Yukihime, that lets me switch ult for Rave. And that cleans up. Crazy comeback. I was super scared at the beginning, but hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.